and then we'll spend the balance of the time on the NBA. So, but Bongo, that's always a very interesting. That's always a very interesting discussion of how much leverage is needed to get leverage in baseball, right? So one way to do it is what you're suggesting is getting what's basically double leverage, right? You're taking the Cubs as hitters against Peralta with the idea that if the Cubs do well, not only do your hitters do well, but also the chalk pitcher does poorly. That's what I consider double leverage. I don't know if that's 100% necessary. Like you could argue, oh, that's good. Yeah, you could argue that it's enough, depending on the slate. Just if you want leverage against Peralta, just to go with I don't know where the other 7K guy is, right? To get leverage just with a different pitcher, and that you don't need to go super leveraged and take the Cubs against him. But that's definitely a good theory, what you're doing. It's just a question of how much you need to do it. I don't know where Bobby is. I guess he's coming. I'm just gonna just get started here. So I am. Oh, there he is. Hey, what's up, Bobby?
Hey, what's up, man?
Yeah, so it's interesting. So Eric is we're talking. I told her we're going to talk about baseball first and then basketball.
Yep.
And interestingly, Eric is asking favorite cheap pitcher on SP on DK. He has Mad Bum and Dunning, and someone else saying I'm high on Cobb. And then I want to address that. And the other thing that maybe you could handle is what Butt Bong of Yes is just asking, and we talk about this a lot, where he said he's going to stack the Cubs if Peralta's that highly owned. And it asked the question, like how much leverage do you need? Do you need to actually take the hitters against the chalk pitchers if you want to leverage it? Or is it enough to just leverage by taking, say, another pitcher in the same price range or something like that? You have any thoughts on either on that?
Yeah, so I'm struggling with my SP2. I understand. I actually think that Peralta is the kind of guy who can get wild enough to where maybe you could do that. He's had some bad outings in the past, but they have a good bullpen. It's not something I'm doing any of. I'm still a little baffled by this Chris Bassitt thing. I spent a lot of time doing some research here. I just don't see this as being as bad as other people do, I guess. And I feel really iffy about the SP2s. I think that, oddly enough, the guy who I'm wondering if he's going to pick up any ownership is Dallas Keuchel.
I didn't even know he was pitching.
He wasn't, but then they scratched Rodon, and he's 7,700. Perfect pivot off of Peralta.
It is, isn't it?
So it just.
You know what I was hearing a bunch of from some guys I usually listen to. I can't imagine doing this. Is another similarly priced guy that I brought up was Dane Dunning. I just can't see it.
Yeah, I'm not doing it.
Yeah, okay. But here's what I wanted to ask you as well, because with this SP2, I'm going to tell you who I'm starting to get more of as my SP2, and that's Garrett Cole. I'm starting to get more lineups with both those guys in them, Glasgow and Cole.
Yeah, there's definitely ways to do it.
And but here's because I do have one set of lineups where I do need an SP2 other than Peralta. And I put in Gant for the time being, but I'm inclined to go somewhere different, so I can definitely be talked into Bassitt. Because I don't think Gant is really like a strikeout guy too much.
I don't know how long he'll go. That whole thing, it's fine. I would rather personally play a Noah, who I have similar concerns about. But if I'm talking about one lineup. So I'm sort of split. I have mostly Garrett Cole is my number one, and Glass behind him. But I am starting Glass now on FanDuel. I really wanted to go pay up for the Yankees that I wanted, like Stanton and Judge. So I went that route. I also wanted, you can spend down and play. There's a few guys you can spend down and play on FanDuel that allow you to do. Anyway, you can use both those SB ones. I'm using them, both of them, quite a bit. I don't think I want to do it in my main lineup. I'm still like really into this Bassett thing.
So my big decision then, and I can't show them obviously because DraftKings is a pain in the ass, but with the lineups where I need a non-Peralta SP2, right, a cheaper one, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to either swap out Gant for Inoa, like you said, or like you're alluding to, is to do the who were we just talking about, Bassett, like the Bassett idea. I like that. Bass. I don't think anybody's going to own him at all. And I don't think he's.
I feel crazy. Like I feel like I'm losing my mind. But I felt that way with Heaney last week too, and it was fire. Like it was.
Well, I don't think we're expecting much out of Bassett, though, are we? I mean, we're just kind of hoping he.
There's plenty of reason to expect good things out of a guy who, coming into the seasons, people did, and you know, I mean. Look, this guy, people were playing him against tough the Dodgers and Astros. And by the way, he pitched 5 and 6 in those 2 games, which I just consider that an attribute. You know what I mean? He only had 3 combined walks in those games against the most patient hitters around, or some of them. And I don't know. I feel like that. I'm not saying you should be doing this in all your things. There's plenty of ways to get different hitting on a big slate. The problem is, another one I really like is Alzolay. Especially with this lineup that they're putting out there for Milwaukee.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
the other one, huh?
I think Keuchel and Alzolay are the common 2 pivots that I think make some sense. And then my other pivot is to go to Bassett here. And I feel nuts. I feel nuts.
I'm dealing with only 5 lineups, so that's fine. You know what? Maybe I'll just spread it out. Maybe I'll do one Alzolay, 1 Inoa, 1 Bassett, and maybe a second one of them where it fits. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. So before we forget, by the way, you know, we talk about this sometimes where it would be nice to like have a record of like how you do when you played certain guys. So I just want to tell you, there's a guy playing tonight that literally is responsible for like 97% of my winnings last year. I should not actually 97%. But one of my DFS MVPs is playing tonight, and I am fully recommending. And I don't even want to I'm fully recommending the catcher from the Yankees, Kyle Higashioka. Okay.
Oh,
I don't
of course,
know,
yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people are going to play him, but you want a way to get the Yankees, man. You could play Odor.
I'm playing Odor.
Yeah, Odor is basically free. And Higosha, who kind of hooks up with him, you could play Urshela too. I mean, you could play Yankees on DraftKings now that Higosha's and Odor in the lineup. I mean, that's for sure.
Yeah, it'll definitely have low ownership on LeMahieu in the stacks, lower than it should be, I think. So I actually currently have LeMahieu on FanDuel, and I'm going to have Odor probably on DraftKings. I am a little worried about stacking the Yankees a lot of places. I am doing a lot of it, but there is the other side of Robbie Ray that's really good. Mm-hmm. And it's just worth noting, but it feels like an obvious, okay, we should stack. I love Houston. I think there's merit to mini Washington stack with the way they're priced. I don't think this is a matchup where we should be afraid to play Washington or St. Louis. And Josh Bell is 3,100, and other people are going to play Vogelbach or Cooper.
Oh, you are my freaking hero. Okay, I'm going to tell you why. Because I was just about to say that another thing I'm worried about is on DraftKings, I have 57% Josh Bell as a one-off. And I was wondering if he has any hope of actually getting there. And
it's COVID protocol. This guy's, a one weird season removed from being like one of the best 10 hitters in baseball, which he was that year.
Nice.
So I actually think there is merit to it. I'm a little concerned that they might just bring him along slowly, and they might, if the lefty comes in, even though he's a switch hitter, they could bring in Zimmerman. But I mean, he's batting 4th. I like Robles, Price, and I like Soto.
Yeah.
It makes a nice little mini stack. Now, I didn't come into the day going, I want to stack that team. No. But it works out well on draft. I mean, I did say it a little bit earlier. I prefer picking on Fetty, but I don't love the St. Louis bats and prices as much as I like these ones. I think they're all extremely reasonable. If you can get Trey Turner in too, that makes a perfect stack as far as I'm concerned. I also am playing this Nick Williams at minimum cost for the White Sox. on DraftKings.
I don't know who that is.
I mean, look, there's not a whole lot I have on this guy. I remember when he played before. I think he was on Philly before. But he's minimum cost. I like the White Sox tonight, and that's it. That'll allow you to do the pitching things maybe that you want to do on DraftKings.
You like I don't know if you just mentioned him. Do you like Schwarber tonight? Do you know he's playing?
Yeah, I think him too. He'd be a part of that lineup. I just feel like I expect more out of the Washington lineup. It's good hitting weather. We still have weather concerns, by the way, which I haven't got confirmation on yet.
In Boston?
No, in what's it called? Baltimore.
That's what I meant. I'm sorry about that.
Oh, no problem. I mean, I think Kramer would actually be okay as a pitcher if I felt better about that game, but I still don't necessarily love that either. I really am having trouble with my SP2 here. I know Bassett, Peralta, Keuchel, they all have the leash. The other guys don't have. I'm struggling here.
You know that Bassett has the leash. Yeah, you know what? It's too bad that that Baltimore game has issues because Severino would have been a nice pivot off of. It's going to be like a ridiculously chalky Sean Murphy. No.
Well, I think Higashikawa is going to be popular too.
Okay.
And the kid Stevenson, who's batting seventh for the Braves, or Jackson. What is his name? Jackson.
So did you say you like Gomes?
No, I don't
know. Oh, it's Robles. Robles, you said. Sorry about that. Okay.
I like Robles, and it fits into he's cheap, a cheap part that fits into a nice little stack that I like. I could get Soler, but I also love as a cheap-ish outfielder.
Ohtani. You know what's interesting? You know, Jared Walsh is more expensive than Ohtani.
That is funny.
Lowry, Narvaez. Trying to find a decent catcher to put in here. I'm trying to make this this Bassett thing work. But I'm leaving 600 on the table with that.
Yeah, I don't think that like Bassett is the guy who I would be recommending to do everybody else what I'm doing. I really don't. It's
no, just I'm literally for like a lineup or two. I mean, like, do you like Bassett more than Keuchel?
That's where it gets a little bit interesting, and I think that Keuchel still feels like a longy shot play, but like then I'm like, why? He's actually like a decent pitcher. I don't necessarily believe a ton in this Twins lineup. He limits damage. I'm just curious. I'm waiting to see if any owners. Do you have any ownership projections on him that maybe have climbed above 0.0% or something?
No, I didn't even know he was playing. You know what I mean? I haven't done a run since then.
Okay. So maybe what I do is, let me see, can I pivot off of Bassett to something cheaper? No, not really. There's sort of a standalone there.
There's a record.
Dude, I like the rest of my lineup quite a bit.
What's 100K first record breaker? Oh, that's this one.
And I like the Altuve, Bregman, Correa situation too. I think that they're going to be a little bit lower owned with people being able to fit in some of the Yankees. They're going to be owned, but they're going to be a little lower owned than I initially thought. I'm going to turn my air on. I'm just heating up over here. I'm going to answer some questions, guys. I haven't. I basically am done with my baseball. I just need to finish this one lineup, and I don't even have a full stack, and I've got a 3-3-1-1 right now, so I need to figure that out. Are you running 5-3 stack? Doing something else? Good question. Nick Williams does have a little pop. That's what I'm saying. He's hit some home runs. I mostly am not doing the. Everybody else is going to go that way, so I go differently. I have 4 3s, 4 2-1s, 4 2-1-1s, 4 2-2s, 4 4s, 5 2-1s. I have some 5-3s, but that's not my main way of doing it. Favorite stack on FanDuel is, I think it's the Yankees. I like the upside the most. I also think that the Houston is a great stack as well. So those are my two favorites.
You know who's at least for me, who's I don't have as much as I did, but Though Wilson Ramos was okay hitting fourth as catcher.
Oakland too, by the way. Yeah, I don't hate that. Wade Miley is also like should be in the conversation. I hate as much as I mean, like all these guys, I just don't have as they all have similar range of outcomes. I feel like, but Wade Miley probably can't be as efficient as he was last time out.
Right.
But it's the Giants in San Francisco.
Yeah, but San Francisco's not bad.
I mean, yeah, they are.
All right.
I mean, look at their guys. Like they've got Longoria, who's okay still, kind of against lefties. He is. They got Posey, who's having a renaissance, but hasn't done much for years.
Just make sure I don't have any. Oh, I'm missing one of these.
Have you heard of Alzaloy? Because I haven't heard his name brought up, and I'm a little surprised by that.
There was like a little something on one guy I listened to. Nothing major though. It was just kind of like as a pivot. Kind of like as a pivot,
Yeah, he pitched pretty well in real life. He didn't put up big numbers, but
yeah, I'm kind of with you. I'm kind
12 runs really that got to him, but it was not. He wasn't like terrible.
Just make sure that I'm just whittling just a little bit because I have a couple of dupes here. Maybe a little less Josh Bell in that spot. What are the first basemen can you play for 3,100?
Cooper or Vogelbach?
Yes, that is correct. Cooper on DraftKings?
Right?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, he's only outfield eligible. My bad. I thought he was still.
Ooh, Nunez is on Detroit now?
Which Renato Nunez?
Is that the same guy that was on Baltimore?
Probably. It's not a very. Oh yeah, it is him. But it's not. I mean, you're not playing him anyway.
No, I'll play either Scope or Vogelbach. I guess Vogelbach. He's gonna strike out 4 freaking times. But you know what? Maybe the 4th time he hits the home run. How about that?
Michael asks what I think of a 4-4 stack with Houston, the lefties from Arizona. I like some of the individual lefties. I'm not trying to stack Arizona like other people are. As I said, I kind of like Bassett, and he's been pretty good at limiting damage. I really can't believe I'm going to do this. Like, I honestly feel so bizarre and wrong.
To do what?
To play Bassett here. Like, I just –
Play the Olsen over there. And I do have some Miamis on both sides actually. Okay, so there's this. I'm just tweaking a couple of things. Then we can spend the rest of the time, as far as I'm concerned, on the. We'll answer a couple more questions, and then
I've been answering them.
Okay.
As I saw them come up.
Well, Piscotti is so cheap. This is kind of cool. This one. And then all the different home run record breakers.
What's that?
Like the names of these contests on.
Oh yeah.
How is this guy? How is Odor not going to go off like huge chalk? I guess he's not that good. I don't know. It's possible.
There you go.
That's the answer.
He's going to be pretty popular.
Let's go down to him. And then there was another Milwaukee guy. Who's the Milwaukee guy that we like? Garcia, right?
Yeah, I don't like them as much as I did before because the lineup is weaker. But there's some pop in there. You know, I'm playing some of his Rowdy Tellas. I mean, we've seen this before where I'm not playing Garrett Cole. We've seen this before.
Right.
And it always happens. Like we joke about it. It starts the whole BVP conversation, but he's 2,500. He's got power in a pretty good hitter's park against Cole, who will leave it over the plate. And obviously the pitch selection does match up like literally perfectly. All right. Any more questions, guys?
Oh, this is a good one. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna do.
Bassett's a long shot play, Michael. Don't go crazy with him. I don't want to. I firmly take credit for most of my things, but I don't know. This is one I honestly feel, but I felt like that about Heaney. Like I was maybe missing something. I don't know.
Yeah, there was all kinds of guys in the NBA.
I like Oakland too. I forgot to mention. I keep forgetting.
Bunch of game time decisions.
Yeah.
Orioles game is delayed.
Okay. I'm not playing as much from that one, so I'm not terribly worried.
Somebody was in one of the Discord chats saying it's Urson in season. Why is that? Is somebody out that makes? I don't even know what team he's on right now.
We'll figure that out and we get to basketball.
Yeah, I think it's about time almost.
Yeah, I'm not quite ready yet. I'm almost there.
Okiki with a minutes limit. Kleber and Reddick available. Porzingis is out. So that's about it. So let me look at see if I can address any of these questions. I have a 4-4 stack with Houston, lefty from Arizona, and Peralta pitcher. What do you think? I presume that means FanDuel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's certain. Oh, so like this is my disease, right? My disease is playing the SP2 on DraftKings on FanDuel. I don't know. Is it bad? I did make
today. I don't think you need to spend down much. I'm just using two pitchers, but I understand if you want to get different and do something different. I'm just not doing that personally.
My top stacks on DraftKings, since you asked, are well. I mean, it depends on what you think of ownership, right? I mean, I think the best stack is Oakland, but I mean, for me, I still think this is going to be more owned than whatever. But I still like the Miami. And then obviously if you can get the Yankees and Houston, and those are the best. I'm kind of off Houston. I'm kind of with you, Bobby. I'm kind of off Arizona a little bit. I was on them a little more. Christian Walker being out doesn't help.
Yep.
And that was actually, I hate to make my whole slate about Christian Walker, but that was enough for me to kind of
I get
off a little bit.
That makes sense. That certainly makes sense to me.
But I think the Yankees, given that the fact that you can now play the cheap catcher and Odor, makes them a lot more gettable.
And even like Urshela batting fifth at 4,200, I like Urshela.
And the thing is that it cuts both ways. So like the fact that these Yankees are more gettable like that, the ownership on Oakland could come down a little bit.
Yeah, so. And while I do like Oakland, but I just want to say that would it surprise? I really like those power bats from Houston too. The roof's open there. Yep. Just keep those ones in mind. I really like that spot. Okay, any more questions? I've gotten to the point if I hear a player or team is popular in baseball, I fade, reduce the stack. You know what? Not a bad general strategy to tell someone for baseball if they were going to. Cheats uses that every week with golf, and it works out well. Guys, before you leave, please smash the like button, and I know we're going to do basketball in just a minute. I am not on Mad Bum at all, but would it shock me? Everything in baseball doesn't shock me, and Oakland's offense can be streaky, so it's no automatic great shakes.
So you want to talk about NBA here?
Yeah, let's talk about it. Give me a second here.
Take your time, but I just wanted to tell everybody, it's as tricky as the NBA is with injuries and all that stuff. The stuff that's going on in Minnesota today, there's, I mean, not to be insensitive, but that puts a lot of risk in all of your plays. I'm just saying. I mean,
100% true.
So I'm not saying not to play. I'm not saying whatever, but you can't have it both ways. You can't play and then complain that, you know what I mean, that someone decided to, to sit the game out in protest or for whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's just in there. It's not in the projections, but it's in the offing. You know what I mean? It is definitely possible that something like that does happen.
Yep. I agree. All right, give me 1 second. I'll be right back for that.
No, take your time. I'm just doing I'll do one more ownership run. One more projection run, ownership run. And then we'll see what's what. So yeah, we got to figure out what team Ersan Ilyasova was on to make someone say it's Ersan's season. Because I don't quite get that quite yet. It's possible. Hold on. I did have when Bobby, when you come back, let me know, because I think I hear him coming back.
Okay. All right.
So I have a couple of questions. What do you think of the studs tonight
in the NBA?
Yeah.
So I have spent very little time since my original builds going. Oh shoot, I got to change a few baseball things. Going crazy with the NBA because of. I think that there's a lot. There's been so many question marks. We got some of the Porzingis news just now.
What happened?
We got the Porzingis being out, which we didn't know for sure, although we kind of assumed it. Give me 1 second and I'll jump over there. Why don't you start saying what you feel and then I'll come on.
I was about to ask about I was about to bring up a couple of things with relationship to the studs because they've all been all of them been pretty fishy recently. Luka's been a little fishy. What's his name? Embiid's been mildly fishy, but Jokic has been, I don't want to say fishy, but Jokic has been, hasn't flashed the same types of ceilings since they've boosted the team a little bit. And then you have this Utah situation where, with Conley and Clarkson out. I mean, that's some shots to go around, but you have a 12-point spread, but then Utah plays its guys, and so you have Mitchell who's going to pop us a really good play, but you're going to play, how many Utah guys can you play? I mean, I think this is one of the more interesting slates that I've had, that I've been able to analyze in a while, at least. It's actual players, for openers.
Interesting.
But what do you want to start with the studs, because there's one guy, I don't know, we didn't really bring it up. That's right, we didn't go over any of this, but I recall that Westbrook, and this is your thing, Westbrook better than anybody. He really has it in for Utah for some reason.
He always plays really well against Utah, so he's number one for me, of those guys right now.
Okay.
I love Embiid tonight. I don't care. I'll take the variance. It's a great matchup. I think we maybe undersold how Steven Adams can actually still defend a little bit, and Embiid coming back hasn't been quite the same. You're right about that, but you got a big game here tonight on TV, and I believe that's the national televised game. So
I love it. I love it. I think that's great. I'm almost exactly what I was waiting for you to say, because I have two different kind of ideas on FanDuel, for example, and neither of them feel right, but that makes it good. One of them was playing Luka and Embiid, and the other was playing Jokic and Curry, right? To have them stacked from the same game. But then again, I think I kind of want to play Westbrook too, so I have to figure this out.
I accidentally clicked on the wrong button in my baseball, so I have to change a couple things. Sorry, guys. Guys, pop questions in for the NBA. We'll get to them right away. Let's see.
Do you like you think Beal is just like hurt and he's like, never, he's just kind of, I don't want to say done, but whatever. Is Beal kind of out of play for you now or not yet?
I'm not interested in him tonight. If I heard he was totally in and all good, I would maybe change my mind, but I don't see myself prioritizing that.
Well, this is kind of interesting. So at center on FanDuel now, you know who's emerging as like a play for me? This is strange. I wasn't anticipating this at all. But Rashad Holmes.
Sean Holmes. Okay.
I wasn't really anticipating that. Oh, he's getting ownership too. So that makes sense. More sense, I guess. So let me just gotta go through this real quick. So what do you think of Donovan Mitchell and the Utah guys?
I like Mitchell, obviously. Let me grab my screen up here. Sorry, guys. It's I gotta get to priorities, and baseball was starting. So, give me a minute.
Sure.
Sorry. God, my thing is taking forever to update. All right. So on DraftKings, we're talking about sites, or are we just talking about plays?
Okay, you want to talk about DraftKings first? Or I was on FanDuel right now, but
okay, sure. I'll go over to FanDuel. Sorry, there's more news. There's all this news coming in there. Okay. Okay. So FanDuel update. Okay, positions on FanDuel. Let's do this. All right. Point guard. For me, it's Luka, Westbrook, and Simmons and Fox and Curry. Those are all fine. I think I'm going to end up with more Luka and Westbrook.
Yeah, like for me, it's Luke. It depends where I'm pairing. So for me, I'm going to play Luka with Embiid, I think, and I'm going to play Curry with Jokic, I think.
Okay.
But Embiid's uber. Yeah, I mean, like I would say uber cheap, but he scores 20 fantasy points a game. But
yeah. So shooting guard, who do you got?
I mean Mitchell.
Yeah.
Beal. I want to play Levine, and then there's Ingles, right?
Yeah, I think you can play both Mitchell and Ingles, especially because if I'm going to play Westbrook, I feel fine about it.
Okay.
But I think I need to spend down a little bit if I'm going to keep going the way I'm going. So the spend downs are a little tougher over here. I think Eric Bledsoe in the mid range, not exciting names in the spend down. Tim Hardaway Jr. will get a little bit more love, but not ownership. Just Tyrese Halliburton. It's not a great position.
A small forward. I'm getting this. Getting this Marshall guy. And Bojan Bogdanovic. That's
Bogdanovic I've got. I think that over Marshall, I like Marshall's fine. Could also play Patrick Williams.
I thought of that.
I like Josh Richardson. I like the Philly Dallas thing without the since we have no Porzingis.
Power forward. Would you? How many Utahs can you play? Would you play Royce O'Neal or no?
Yeah, that's fine. Let's go with what's his name? And yeah, I mean, power forward. I mean, Royce O'Neal, James Johnson's going to play a lot. Daniel Tice might be a good little less owned guy at 41. Maxey, now that we know he's playing, probably going to play a lot of minutes. Well, I don't love these things as much as which is probably good. I mean, as much as I usually do. It's just not a lot to love.
Right.
And is there anything I'm missing that's cheap at shooting guard that I can get away with here?
Just Ingles, I think.
I mean, even like, can I go cheap or can I play? It feels so wrong to play Bane. Boy, it's rough. It's rough when you try and spend down over there, I think. Maybe you play a later game and I don't know, like the Sacramento game, like Halliburton for the meantime.
Anybody really cheap you can play a point guard? Probably not, right?
Schroeder and Kuzma both in. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Small forward. So we said, yeah, I kind of feel you with that. Why we're getting that guy. Marshall, Najee. I mean, the minutes have been there. I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Anyway. I am a little surprised that like Bledsoe's projections aren't a little better. I know he's been bad, but I just thought there'd be a little bit more without Lonzo and what's his name? Lonzo and Alexander Walker.
3. Jokic, Westbrook, Simmons. Simmons is just so freaking cheap, Bobby.
I know. It's a good matchup too.
So let's do this. Let's just spread these out.
He is gonna have to guard Luka the whole game, which Luka, that's not a Luka. He dominated Luka the last time these guys played, but
yeah,
that's okay. I mean, like I still like Luka without Porzingis a little bit higher than that was gonna affect me.
Three was 8, 4, 6, 9, 6, 4. 6, 1, 8, 4, 6. 5, 2. Okay.
Well, he was on February 25th. So I'm gonna see.
2.
He is really cheap.
Okay, so we're gonna upload this. I'm really playing pretty much. I mean, I'm not playing that many lines, but I think I have Simmons in all of them.
Oh, nice.
Well, we'll find out. I don't know if it's nice, but we'll see. That looks good. So 3 lineups right now. There's that one, and there's that. We'll get rid of that. We're gonna cancel this one. Yeah, I like, by the way, the somebody you mentioned, just kind of in passing, the Tice a little bit on FanDuel.
Yeah.
Let's cancel that one. Yeah, that looks good. There's a Mitchell. There's a Westbrook. There's a Beal. Okay. DraftKings a little different. What do I have on DraftKings here? Why do I have? Is Bazemore a good play? Hold on.
Yeah, he's cheap over there.
All right, I'm going to go check that. So I'm going to show you guys at least what I have over here, and then we'll work backwards, I guess. But actually, these guys are out, so hold on, I got to do this again. The Chiozza. Obviously I'm not glad what caused that game to be canceled, but that game was going to be a shit show.
Yeah.
Mo Bamba, 4,200. He played a lot last night, though. George Niang, he in play, 3,100.
Yep.
So let's keep my one lineup. Curry, Jokic, Bogdan, Ingles. Oh, you know who I have in my main lineup here? Believe it or not, I got the Morant.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, but I have it because I still like this Curry Jokic thing.
Yeah, I think it's a good call by you.
Neil. All right, so what's what I'm going to do? Yeah, I like the Bazemore. Bazemore is not a guy that I like to play, but he is only 4,300. Makes that game a little bit more of a stack, I guess.
Yeah.
Is Jamal Murray still out? Does it matter?
I believe. Let me double check.
I have a question. I have him questionable.
Yeah, that's what I have too. Let
Um,
me see if there's any questions in here. Favorite spend ups on DK.
the first thing I'm going to do.
I like Westbrook, Embiid. I like Luka. That's, I guess, some spend ups.
The first thing I do is I got to put Royce O'Neal in the out of the utility, and at least put Bazemore in the utility since he's later at least. Maybe that's stupid. So if I'm going to play Morant, what's his price? Oh, Levine's back up to 8,700. That was fun while it lasted. And we talked about that you don't like playing Valanciunas on the back-to-back, right?
I didn't find myself there at all.
Okay. Wendell Carter Jr. I'm going to build using Brunson is starting. Whatever that's worth.
A little worse for Luka.
And apparently not Boban night.
Was that?
So I guess Boban is not starting.
Oh.
Well, I mean, it would have been, if he was starting, we'd have to play him. So it is important news, right?
Yeah.
So let's we'll do a couple of lineups with the stuff. Build a couple with these. Just maybe like 4 lineups, see what it looks like. We can always download this. I'm going to get some questions in a minute. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I'm still getting Morant. Interesting. You said you like Josh Richardson a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. So, you like Gobert at all?
I mean, he's sometimes has trouble in the fast games, but yeah, I like him. I don't think he's going to be like a totally off the board. Other than Marshall on DraftKings, who do you have as a 3,500 or less guy? Anybody? Other than Yang and Tice.
Yeah, I wasn't getting to them either. So yeah, I got to check that out. Hold on. Let me just upload one thing. Wait, 3,500 guys.
I guess Patty Mills would qualify as one of them. Which is really
yeah, but he always looks good, but he never does anything. Yeah, that's it. Tyson Yang and Juan Toscano Anderson and Damian Lee. I mean, all these guys have shots. I mean, they did Kevon Looney, Derek Favors. I mean, like,
yeah.
Oh, Tice is only center eligible, huh? Well, let's. What if we put Tice in? I don't want Royce O'Neal in every lineup. The Lakers are playing the Knicks tonight. Nobody even knows about it.
It's a good Patty Mills. I mean, people are going to play Drummond on FanDuel. It's a good matchup for Patty Mills.
The other thing about Ja is that, not that this matters too much, but I think some of those Memphis guys are out. Those backup guards, no?
Yeah, they are.
Can't quite get to him. We don't like Markieff Morris, right?
Not particularly.
I can't do that, but which is the okay. Maybe I will do some of this Toscano Anderson thing. To get off of some of this Royce O'Neal business. You like THT again or no?
Not. I mean, he's upside play, sure.
Not with what's his name in. Okay.
I mean, it's just, yeah. There's always upside for him, but I'm not playing him.
Bazemore, O'Neal, Morant. I just want to make sure I edit the right thing. There's the shoot around and the swish thing, and one of them is like 7 times the buy-in of the other one. So let's see. Okay, so the swish is the big one. Okay, so what's that? What does that look like? And that looks just uncomfortable enough to work. Okay. Please, but no.
Did you notice any question?
Okay. Well, let me see.
No.
Is this in any relation with Candace? Okay.
I don't know what that means.
Coming up in golf. I actually looked at the salaries real quickly today for golf. I didn't notice where he was. Favorite spend ups on DK. I think you
I did mine. Yeah.
But I'll just say that my favorite spend up is Jokic is my favorite spend up, and then it's close for me between Mitchell, Doncic, Curry, and Westbrook.
Mm-hmm.
And favorite point guard, Zion Williamson. Meanwhile, I'm showing Westbrook with 10% ownership.
Yep, I hope that's right. I mean, I'm just gonna take the shot. You know what I mean? I don't have any problem just playing Westbrook when people aren't going to play him.
Yeah, I got to get a little of that on DraftKings. Hold on a minute.
Are we overlooking that Kira Lewis might get minutes, and also RJ Hampton as the other one I'm sort of debating?
Play Westbrook, and then in that one we'll play Westbrook with May as well play with Mitchell, I suppose.
Yeah.
What position does Mitchell play nowadays? Point guard or shooting guard? Okay. But Ingles can play forward, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do that. And then we'll do that. And then at center in this lineup, I'm going to pay down. So it's between Tice and Bamba. So if I play Bamba, then I have to play in my utility 4,700. I could play Josh Richardson. That's not bad.
Yeah, I don't mind that.
That's not bad at all. So let's do that. We'll play that one in the single entry. Actually, we're going to play that one in this because I already have that. Okay. All right. Maybe look, you want to check some ownerships in baseball?
See if there's any questions or anything too.
Yeah, I just checked what I had. I got 8.4 points in something. What is that? My pitcher probably. Yeah, Glass now 3 Ks in first inning.
Mm-mm.
3 Ks, 3 outs. There you have it. Okay.
All right. Hold on. Let's see. So, Bazemore.
Hiyagashi 10%. All right, fine by me. Oh, this is in the single entry too. 10%.
4K or under for a forward.
Oh, I got that. Got a lot of them.
Okay, who you got?
Got Najee Marshall.
I've got Marshall.
We got Bazemore's close. We got Yang. We got a little bit more expensive, but Royce O'Neal, 4,200.
I can't quite get there.
Can you do Juan Toscano Anderson or Damian Lee? No.
I don't think I want to do that.
You could play Kleber, right?
Kleber, I think, is probably the best bet, especially because I have that game stacked, and I'm playing Brunson over what's his name, Kleber and Yang. I'm playing Brunson over Bazemore.
Okay, this is good news and bad news. Cole is getting touched up just a tad.
Terrible news for me.
Yeah.
How bad?
Just two hits.
Oh, okay.
2 hits, 1 out.
Don't put it on until we get warned again.
No, I'm not putting anything on. I'm not putting anything on up this. I'm not putting a dang thing on. What is this thing? So let's see the ownership here. I don't know that one. Oh, this is my Gant Peralta lineup. Oh, good grief. Stan only went 8%. Torres, I knew he'd be popular, 20%. Getting some ownerships here. So Glass now, in this tournament at least, was 50, and Cole was 30. Sounds about right. Odor is 12%. Oh, my God, please let him do something.
It's a lot less than I thought.
Yeah. These guys haven't gotten a lock yet. Torresman, Judge, Stanton, Frazier, Glass now. I wonder what I'm going to pull this up. I wonder what Glass now was on FanDuel. Oh, stop the race. I'm in first in the slam.
Clarkson officially out.
Dude, I'm first in the slam because I'm the only one. Not the only one. There's 7 other people that have both Glass now and Arozarena, who's got a single. Dude, I got Rosa. Oh my! No, none of us. He's a walk. He's only 4%. Oh my God, I like that.
Yeah, nobody's playing him these days.
He's my one-off. He's in this one. Okay,
I like that a lot.
And Brandon Lau is 3. Yeah, you talked me into that a little. Not into it, but dude, I have a 3-man with Lau.
I don't know what Lau did.
He didn't do anything yet. He's
okay. I was like, oh.
No, but I'm looking at, dude, I'm not results oriented. That's my thing. I have a 3-man. I can show you this. This is FanDuel. I have a 3-man with Lau, Meadows, and Arozarena. 4%, 3%, 2%.
Wow.
Yeah, let's go. With some sneaky correlation with Glass now. That'd be nice if I got that one home.
That would be sweet.
This is the slam. All right, very good. Let's see, nobody else do anything yet? FanDuel, I can do whatever I want here. So Guerrero has Toronto's got to run now. Fuck. Excuse me. Pardon me.
What? Any questions, Sheets?
I don't think so.
Wow, that's weird. We usually get a bunch of questions.
It says my Rays players all have less than 3% ownership. Dickerson had a double. That's good. The only problem is, like I said, I'm almost 100% sure that all my Dickersons have Cole, right? Otherwise, why would I do it?
Right.
Let's just see. Yeah, that's right. Dickerson. Cole must have gotten a strikeout because he's got a point. Take a look at this entry.
Shit. Come on, I've got to finish this up.
He does have a strikeout. Okay. So he can still do it. We talked about this. Cole could give up like 4 runs and still get 25 fantasy points.
Yeah.
Because no one takes him out. Everybody's afraid of him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Just the 1 run. Okay. Just the 1 run. All right. I guess that's all we got. Now all my NBA guys can get ruled out, and we'll be. I don't know. I kind of. Maybe I'm cursing myself, but it looks as though I can kind of relax a little bit. Maybe tonight. Just watch the game. Maybe is that possible?
Maybe.
Oh, there's no way. There's just no way. It's gonna be a mass walkout in the Golden State game. That's what's gonna happen. Curry and Jokic are both gonna walk out or something. But at that point, there's nothing I can do about it anyway. All right, let me just double check one more thing. That park in Dunedin, which one's that? Where is it? Pictures. What's Dunedin?
That might be where Toronto's playing.
Oh, okay. Right.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah. Oh, and Meadows got a thing. He got a hit or something. He got a double. Okay. All right. So we're
luck, everybody.
We're off and running.
All right. Thanks a lot, Sheets. Good luck to everybody tonight. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
No, we're gonna see you guys later tonight when Bobby's sweating the 777 for his victory.
Okay. All right. I like it, buddy. And hopefully we'll have one each sport. We each get one, and somebody else in chat can get another one.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Take it easy, guys. Good luck.
All right, later.